just shocking, being worried, scared, and I was really concerned about him.
The Lafayette student credited for saving a fellow classmate from the bottom of a high school pool last week is telling his story for the first time. Good evening, I'm Nicole Kahn. Thanks for joining us tonight. Lafayette Jeff High School sophomore is now being called a hero and a lifesaver by fellow classmates. News Channel 18's Aaron Leedy spoke exclusively with him this evening about last week's rescue from the pool. Aaron, what did he say?
Well, Nicole, when a fellow classmate suddenly ended up at the bottom of a pool, Conlon Casey says what he did wasn't an act of heroism, but rather the right thing.
About 4 yards out, directly at the bottom, when I saw him.
Lafayette Jefferson High School sophomore Conlon Casey, along with about a dozen classmates, were in a lifeguard training course last week. In an instant, that training turned into a real-life scenario when Graham Boyce, a senior at Jeff High School, suddenly went underwater.
When I saw him, he was already completely submerged at the bottom and on his back laying down.
The group was beginning a 400-yard warm-up swim. Boyce had already started swimming and completed the first 25 yards. Casey started his lap shortly after. That's when he noticed Boyce at the bottom of the pool as he was swimming by.
So I kind of stopped and did like a double take to see exactly what it was, and I noticed it was my classmate.
That's when Casey instantly swam to the bottom.
I just did what, we've been learning in class, and went down to the bottom and got Graham in the position like this and just kind of surfaced up.
Boyce was barely responsive when pulled to the side. Emergency crews arrived shortly and he was rushed to the hospital. Classmates showed an outpouring of support for Boyce and praises for the person who rescued him. People began calling Casey a hero and a lifesaver, but despite his heroism, he remains humble about his actions.
I don't necessarily feel like I'm a hero. I feel like I just did what I was trained to do, what I was supposed to do, what was right, and what I would have done to save a friend.
And according to a statement released by the school corporation late last week, Boyce is expected to make a full recovery and return to school soon. Aaron Leedy, News Channel 18.